Welcome to the Arsenal Present, Mr. Efosa. Mr. Efosa, aura for aura.
Aura Avenue.
I'm telling you. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. You?
I'm all right. I'm excited to see the agony, the anguish, the pain, the despair that Chelsea fans are currently experiencing. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Even though before we get into nitty-gritty, we'll talk about the preseason to today's match against Bournemouth. We saw earlier today, Mr. David Ornstein breaking the news, right? All agreement now in place for Ricardo Calafiori to join Arsenal from Bologna. 22-year-old defender still need to do medical plus sign, but deal essentially done. If everything goes to plan, aim is for Italy International to link up with Arsenal on US tour. How are you enjoying that news? How are you enjoying it?
Bro, when we were bidding for this guy, Mr. Oxymato.
Shout out to him, Sagsmoto. We've missed you too. We know things that life be lifing, but we've missed you too. I hope you're doing well too.
Yeah.
We are doing well. You can see we are doing well.
When we were bidding for this guy, I remember we should pay the money, drop the money. Today, we signed the guy for less and a very, very good deal. You understand? And we're able, I don't know what Arteta tells these guys that makes them committed. I don't know. I like it, but I don't know.
And I don't know.
Yeah,
let Arteta and Edu, let them continue. Whenever he tells them that they say, we don't negotiate anybody else, they tell their agent, just Arsenal. He must be very compelling and convincing. Whatever Arteta is telling them, he's very convincing and compelling. Very, very.
Because this is a signing that I think people would say we don't need, but is needed. I don't know if you understand.
Let's pause there. What you just said, I heard it on a stream from some of these bigger platforms, and it irritates me, right? Because it just shows that people just have numbers, no brain. What do you mean Arsenal didn't need a signing? That we don't need defenders? We do need defenders. I'm going to give you an example again. Against Bayern, home leg, that 2-2. What happened? Kivior was ripped apart.
Was by Kivior.
Yeah. Against Aston Villa, away at Villa Park, what's his name? Zinchenko was ripped apart by who? Bailey. Against Liverpool at Anfield, Zinchenko was taken apart by Salah and he scored from that event. So all this nonsense, I can mention 4-5 games against City, even though we didn't concede. Jesus had to do a double shift, defending and helping Kivior. So all this nonsense of we didn't need him is just shows some people. I don't know what they're watching, or are you analyzing in bad faith, or you're just trolling?
Bro, I think I was hearing because today I was watching Terry, Mo, and Hussam. Hussam said, being balanced, he didn't see because Arsenal had the best defense. Didn't see. But when Terry explained that, yes, best defense. But if you say they don't need it, right? Timber, he said, you don't know how Timber is after the ACL. Even if he's very good, you don't know how he is. Secondly, Tomiyasu gets injured all the time.
Okay.
Thirdly, Zinchenko is the one that you would say has the holes defensively. We all know that he's not the best. He's not horrible, but he's not the best. And those little moments make a difference.
Sure.
Then you have Tomiyasu who gets injured constantly. Then Kivior. He said Kivior, he played left back in some games. He said, but he's not elite to say you can play him 30 games in that left back position. He says, so for you to say Arsenal don't need
10 games. Yeah, I can't. Sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry, there's a delay. I can't even play Kivior for 10 games. See, these guys are just being disingenuous. They know that that left side of our defense is that weakness and that chink in our armor. They know. This for me is an essential plugin. Because if people don't understand how formation of a squad and how a team operates, sometimes people just see how you improve a team is just attack and midfield. You are dumb. You are narrow-minded,
Yeah.
and you're very because when you bring a defender like this, who is
Yeah.
unorthodox and defend, do his primary
Yeah.
assignment is defending, and still play make, he gives
Exactly.
the supporting cast the leverage to be able to play and express themselves. Now, if you look
Express
at the Man
themselves
City
more.
game, Jesus was useless because he had to be helping Kivio all the time.
Exactly. He
When we play
tracked back
Liverpool,
too much.
too much. When we play Liverpool, we are still trying to say make sure that we help Zini. But now, when you have a
Zinchenko,
proper
yeah.
defender, everybody is affected by. I'm going to abuse this word. The aura flows all over the team. Everybody's knowing. See, everybody that is winning their individual battles, right? Aura for aura. Everybody's winning their individual battles. Not that I'm saying, okay, let
Yeah.
me help this guy because he might be a bit weak. So you cannot convince me empirically
Yeah.
with data that this signing is not an essential signing. It's a very, very essential signing. And we've made it, and
Of
it's a
course.
fantastic, well thought out signing.
Yes, it is. It is because one, even when people were saying, "Oh, he's not our priority," people forget. They said, "Oh, a striker should be our priority."
Okay.
If a striker should be our priority, but we forget that we nearly got Sheshko done. It's not our fault that Sheshko
Change his
wanted to
mind.
stay at Leipzig.
Yeah,
Yeah,
last minute.
changed his mind. So we actually went for our priority first. We actually went for it. So when people forget and say this is not our priority, this is a priority. Just because best defense is there doesn't mean you cannot improve on it. Also, I was reading
Exactly.
something on the what is one guy posted it. I hope I can find it in time. No, I don't think I can. When the guy said you cannot rest, okay, he said never settle. Thank goodness football allows us to reinforce the defensive foundations of an already standing house. Calafiori ensures that we enter the battlefield over prepared at the back, and that is good. Let's now see what we'll do up front after one or two exits, which is a fact. As you said,
Sure.
I don't see any reason why we are going to a match. Ben White, defensively astute. Gabriel,
Yeah.
defensively astute. Saliba, defensively astute. And Calafiori, defensively astute. We have a
Exactly.
good, you understand? You have Reiss also. And with the rumors of Mikel Merino, with his frame, his ability to win duels, and playing with a better team, you now see
Yeah.
that we shore up a lot of places. And we now have someone that is fast enough to actually say he will win the ball higher up the pitch.
Pitch.
He's not a Kivio that you can say is a center back. He doesn't have a good center, center of gravity, and they can easily turn him because he's not that quick. So
Not the
these are
candidate
things
on
that,
him. We saw against Fulham. That was the wing. Fulham was exploiting that loss 2-0 loss. You can argue majority of the players had a poor game, but they were
yeah,
exploiting Kivio. Against Villa,
yeah,
they
of
were
course,
exploiting Kivio. So let's not pretend that even though we have the best defense aesthetically and statistically,
yeah,
but there was still a weakness in that best defense. That's why I say watch
exactly,
football. You can use statistics. Still watch. I will never take statistics ahead of watch what I see in my eyes objectively. I'm not stupid. There's
yeah,
a reason the best manager you can give them a report on players. They still want to see. They want to
of
watch the
course. That's why
player
you have
themselves.
scouting.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have to
they
watch.
just
You have
want
to
to
watch.
start it up.
Yeah, you have to see. So the argument that this was not a necessary signing is just bollocks. I think it's born out of jealousy. Is a
Yeah,
having analysis in bad faith is a very crucial signing. We've plugged that hole in that left back position. He's quick, like you say. He's athletic, good on the ball, good passer. Man, I
yeah,
love this signing. I love this
bro.
signing. It just shows the
I'm so
ambition. Yeah, it just shows the ambition of the Kroenkes, the Jadgali, Edu, and the Ateta to actually win trophies because they've been insulting and trolling us that, oh, you've been shouting progress, progress, no trophies. Is now they're going to solidify it. And like I say, go to Man City well prepared. We can win our individual battles, then from then win our collective battles and go to Man City and win the games.
bro. You have Timber and Tomiyasu, two very good defenders that can
Yeah,
also be on the bench, and we can say
bench.
okay, these are very good players. You understand?
Yeah.
Calafiori can also be on the bench. Gabriel
Bench.
can be on the bench. We have players that if not when we share the roster properly, we can be able to
Yeah.
share everybody to be able to say out of 60 games, you can play this, you can play without thinking too much about
Much.
injuries. We'll now be able to
Or
manage
fatigue.
our players.
Exactly.
Exactly. You have Partey and Jorginho in midfield. You add the Mikel Merino. You have an amazing, what do they call it, squad depth
A
in
lot of
midfield.
player.
You now have,
Exactly.
yeah, we could be playing a Bayern and you can decide, okay, Merino and what do they call it, Partey should play
Rice or
because of
Rice.
how good they are on the ball. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can decide, okay, Rice, you stay, Partey and Merino, they have, this is their skill set. We'll be able to say we are more, flexible. And you have a
Sure.
spectacular guy like Waneri coming through that can also slot in. Fabio Vieira is there.
It's still
You
there.
understand? So Fabio Vieira adds, we forget that Arteta loves using Fabio Vieira from the right wing also. So
Even though
sometimes when we are calling,
even though the fans don't like it, but you're not the manager. Yeah, I would prefer another out winger, right? But if you can't get one for now,
yeah,
probably if we are getting results from Mikasa playing him there, to hell with with whatever you think. It is what it is. We can have our opinions, but he's still the manager. He makes the final call.
bro, when if Guardiola does it, they will say he's a genius. Arteta is doing it,
Like,
they want to kill him.
yeah.
So that is my view on it. Chelsea fans are
Those clowns. Even Manchester United fans are here attacking me on the comment section of the video I made. I don't care. Well, I'll sort those ones out very, very soon. So we've gotten the Calafiori deal basically done. Is here basically here we go. So without any catastrophe, it should be our player in the next
yeah,
few days. So let's talk a bit about. Let me see. Do I have it? Let me see if I have it. Moreno. He's been linked to us,
Merino,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
People are saying it will be the Xhaka replacement. Arsenal fans are very funny. When Xhaka was here until his last 1 or 2 seasons, they wanted him out. Oh, Xhaka is not
Uh-uh.
good enough. He is a lorry. He cannot turn. He's not athletic. He's this, he's that. Finally, we saw him last season. Suddenly, they miss Xhaka.
They
Very,
want
very
him back.
interesting set of fans. Now they want him back. No, so I've seen a few games of Moreno, good player. He's not the most athletic, but
Yeah,
has the size. But the tech, oh Lord, the tech is oozing.
of
The
course.
technical quality of
Yeah,
this guy is half turn, the way he moves in tight spaces, the quality of forward
yeah,
passing. Quality of forward passing, because
exactly.
as much as we love Declan Rice can be a bit of an enemy sometimes. Let's be fair. We love him, but we can
Of
call out
course, of course. You're very blunt.
so, but this guy is half turns, the passes, the forward thinking pass. I like him. I like him. The only thing for me that is a bit short is I love my players to be athletic, but sometimes athleticism doesn't mean shit. Sometimes depends on if you can make up with other qualities. We can actually relegate your athleticism. So, what do you think about him?
Of course, that one thing people forget is they'll say he's not
Yeah.
athletic. He won more duels than anybody in Europe. I think any midfielder in Europe last season. And we all know how Arteta feels about winning duels. You remember that video on All or Nothing? When he loses a duel,
Mm.
he's angry.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
this is a guy that will win a duel, bring the ball back. He brings Arsenal to another level in terms of, as you said, his ability to pick out a pass. So picking
Sure.
out the pass to say, okay, he can pick out a pass, he can wriggle out of tight spaces. Like it's so good to say, okay, he has good reflexes, seeing someone in front of him to beat him, and also coming into a team like this, you will also be playing with better players. When you're playing with an Odegaard, people that can manipulate the ball, you can play one touch, you
Yeah.
can move the ball quickly because of his ability. So I think this will be a wonderful signing if it's pulled off. So
Okay.
you know, I'm really ecstatic so far about the sign,
So,
about the
what,
prospect of.
what do you think about those who say this is a kind of an underwhelming signing? It's not a marquee, it's not a big name. He's age 28. He's looking like he's getting to the crescendo of his career. What would you say to those people who have that thought process?
Well, this is what I'll say. Everybody is saying he's an underwhelming signing. I don't think he's an underwhelming signing.
Potentially an underwhelming
Yeah,
signing, rather.
yeah. I think you cannot call many players, call 10 players that will be more, that will be better than this guy that are available at the moment. Let's call them.
Yeah,
Are you telling
key
me I should go
notes
and sign
that that
Modric from
that
Madrid?
are available. That are available. Key notes because people are going
Yeah,
to go and sign. But what are the players that are available that their parent club are willing to sell? Don't just say go and sign who. Put the names on the table.
yeah. That boy that is at Rennes, Desire Due. I ain't signing
Yeah.
that guy for 65 million. I'm not sorry. I'm not doing it. You understand? You're
Yeah.
coming from France. I'm not saying he's not a good player. You see the technical brilliance. But I'm not signing you. That is extortion. You understand? So I'm not signing you for that amount. The only player I would say we should sign, you know the player, you know my view on it, you know who the
See,
guy is.
I have a sneaky feeling. That's why I think Arsenal fans need to be patient. I think for the first time during the tenure of Mikel Arteta, we might have to we'll make a big signing at the last 2 days of the transfer window. All
Of
this one we're
course.
going to sign. We will not because certain big players, right, or marquee signings we are available on the last week of the transfer window. So we have to be
Yeah,
patient. I understand we need to bring in some players, but we have to make sure the players we are bringing in are players that can genuinely take us to the next level and are available
yeah.
for sale. But you can't force certain clubs to sell their key players if you don't want to sell. So I just think there'll be some key players that will be made available at the tail end of the transfer window. So let's just be patient. The club rather knows what they are doing. I understand the anxiety, but come on, we are adults. Let's temper it and apply some logic.
Yeah. Bro, the reason why people are, for me, they are short-sighted. They are saying, oh, this guy is an underwhelming signing.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it. We don't need this guy to do anything spectacular. And he's technically very brilliant. So he's brilliant technically. You understand? People are now still forgetting. Next season, what about Jorginho and Partey? Are they going to be here? There's a cloud, of uncertainty over them. So
yeah,
if there's a cloud of uncertainty over both players, we also have to think, what about this guy? If both players go, we also need to add a player. I don't know if you
sure.
understand me. Who is the quality we are adding? Because like I've said before, I'm not signing Dani Olmo. I'm signing Dani Olmo for S. I'm not sorry, but I don't see that Dani Olmo is not better than Smith Rowe.
It's
It's
not.
only game time. You
Yeah,
understand me? That's the only difference. Understand?
or easy.
Eberechi
All those
Eze
who
is
are
not better
shouting
than Smith
easy.
Rowe. It's game time.
Exactly. It's game time. And over familiarity. I think sometimes, right, as Arsenal
Yeah,
fans overestimate players elsewhere because you watch your own player every time. So it's easy for you to look at it and say,
exactly.
that other player elsewhere will be better. I don't think so. I've watched Eze. You know, I used to watch Crystal Palace games and analyze them.
Of course.
How many, like, Eze has his own injury problems and concerns. And Arsenal fans are acting as if Eze can
Exactly.
stay fit for 38 games. He can't. He's not better than Smith Rowe.
Bro, do you remember this guy? Who was this player? Okay, I was listening to a Western person on this DRO Sports. The guy said, he said Smith Rowe going to another place would be good for him. He said why? He said when you look at it, how he and Saka started, he was doing well, injuries. He said
Yeah.
you cannot blame Arteta for not playing him, especially when you're a title winning or title chasing team. He
Is that
said
not what I,
there's
is
no
that what I said?
justification.
Is that what I said last
Yeah,
time?
he said there's no
That
justification for you to play
so
Smith
really
Rowe over
sorry.
Martinelli.
Exactly. Like you
It
want to
makes no
give
sense.
fitness. They want Arsenal fans are calling for us to give fitness minutes to a player when we're in a title race. Make it make sense.
Exactly.
Or give youngsters minutes so we can show that we are committed win a title race. Are you insane? Sometimes I look at the IQ of these Arsenal fans who are saying this thing. Oh, Arteta doesn't like youth, so we should give youth the minutes meant for competing for the Champions League or for the Premier League. Then you come back and insult Arteta for
Yeah,
man,
I call
man,
him
go.
a failure.
I come a failure.
That is not good enough. No, bro,
Yeah,
you know
are
what
you
makes it
insane?
funny? This is what I
Um,
also picked from it.
yeah,
The same fans, Arteta should sign someone that will make a difference, right?
yeah,
As you said, how many players did Arsene Wenger play during Champions League games when we had qualified? How many? He played so
yeah,
many youngsters, but yet
yeah.
only 3 of those youngsters were able to still make it into the first team. The remaining guys
Exactly.
left.
Everybody can make it. Everybody can
Yeah.
make it.
How many
Yeah,
players did they say showed promise? Arsene Wenger played.
yeah.
Why didn't they? How many made it into the first team?
Like act as if in
How
real
many?
life, right? Or everybody we went to
Yeah.
school with, did everybody succeed? Why can I see
No.
this is it's part of real life. Everybody as a youngster will
Yeah.
not make it. That's why I refuse to do a video about the Chidi guy. I don't care. I've seen him. That guy is just a physical specimen who is bullying his age mates because he's bigger and taller than them.
Yeah.
There's nothing special about him.
Yeah.
And Arsenal fans are crying that we are losing him to Man U. Man U can take him. I'm losing to over Chidi. There's nothing technical about his goals. I've seen his goals. There's nothing flamboyant about how he plays. He's kind of. I'm not being a solo loser. Go and watch it again. There's nothing special about this kid. I see more special things in Nwaneri than Chidi. Hence, we can see him
Bro,
play and train with the first team. So why are you
I said
frustrated
it
over
before.
him leaving?
14-year-old Max Dowman.
Yeah.
Remember the name. My boy. For you to be playing under 18 at 14,
Yeah,
and now they are promoting you to what are they calling it? Something to another, maybe to under 21 at 15, bro. That guy is there is something someone said. There's this academy scoop. They said the only youngster that will make the impact, maybe that they believe is better than this guy, that is as good as Yamal. That Max Dowman that plays for Arsenal Academy. That guy is pure silk. His left foot, the way he plays, like it's just like watching Odegaard when he's younger. So that guy is special. I've seen him. He looks special. When the touch alone will tell you, you will say, nah. This one is special. So that's what I'm talking. It's just that when we saw Wilshere the first time, we knew.
Exactly. You knew there was something there. You know there's something there. So how do you answer this question from Charles Chambers? How do we answer this question? Sorry, from Charles Chambers. Is Arsenal signing a prolific striker this summer? How do we answer that?
I don't know who is prolific. Because even everybody that
I love how you prefaced it. Because see, people when they sign prolific striker, where are they?
Yeah, bro.
No, where are they?
See, you know me. I used to say Gyökeres. Even me, you said Gyökeres you don't trust.
I don't trust.
My guy said that an Arsenal fan said doesn't trust. My guy as a Man U fan said he doesn't trust.
I don't trust him.
Hussam said, nah, he's not trusting that guy. George Moore said, nah, he's not trusting. So because everybody is saying pay the release clause. But today they were saying you cannot said, okay, when they were saying Arsenal, because I was hearing it from when the team was gathering and they were saying Arsenal are going with 50 to 55 million. So the George Moore now said, that is good. He doesn't see any sense in going to bid 80 million for someone that has had one season in a top flight, scored those amount of goals, then you now want to go and bid 80 million as a release clause. It makes no sense. So it's better. What happened? He said a lot of these players, we don't watch them. So when you don't watch them, you just hear, they are scoring this amount of goals. They are scoring this amount of goals. So you now go and shell the money out. And when you shell the money, guess what happens? The guy comes and he doesn't perform. Everything is, in smoke. Everybody is complaining. Is like, what kind of signing is this? we need another striker again. You know how fans are. They will never remember or accept that I told you to go for this guy.
I've told you, right? That's why even me as a fan, I try to rein it in because it's easy to criticize aggressively when the jeopardy and the consequence doesn't come to you. Most of these fans are shouting, go and sign, go and sign. There is no jeopardy, no consequence to them. So if it doesn't work, they'll move on. But they'll start criticizing Edu, Arteta, and Garlic, who have made it work. For me, I told the first time we spoke about it, I said, I don't trust it. Number one, the Portuguese league is not as competitive as the English Premiership. You don't get it. This guy left from the championship. He left from the championship. Nobody took a risk on him in the APL. He went to Portugal. We saw Ramos, right? The PSG striker, the Portuguese striker. Everyone shouting, oh, Arsenal should look at Sergio to sign. What did he do at PSG?
Because it's got World Cup. It's got a trick for World Cup.
What did he do? So, and whenever I watch, I'm not a manager, right? But when I remember when I stood on the hill of Kai Havertz, when everybody was shouting, "It's a bomb," and I stood 10 toes down on Kai Havertz. When I watched I watched the extended highlights. It reminds me of Inzaghi. Now, Inzaghi was prolific, right? As a striker.
Yes, but
the way we play
to Henry or R9.
God bless you. You see, you can't compare him to Henry or R9 because and the way we play, he won't help us. So that means if he's not scoring goals, he's useless. When Kai Havertz is not scoring goals, he's still useful to the team. So when I look at Guterres, if he's not scoring goals, he's going to be useless. And I don't want that kind of striker because in every transfer is risky.
Of course.
Then if you take that risk on him and he doesn't score, you're done. There's FFP rules. How do you ship him out? With his wages, how do you get rid of him? So, nah, I ain't doing that. I am not doing that. It's so risky. It's so risky.
Of course.
No. So, maybe it was 40 million. It's worth taking the risk. You can see there's context to conversations. It's worth taking the risk at 40 million. But 80 million, no sensible club is taking that risk. No. Nah.
Yeah.
See, even with Jesus, we can complain Jesus is not scoring enough, but look at what Jesus does for the team.
It was exactly what that Hussam said. He said, yes, everybody can say, oh, against City the last time, say Jesus fluffed his line and some chances. He said, but understand, Jesus got those chances because of his individual ability. It's not based off of the team because he could play with his feet. So you need to make sure that if someone is coming in, sometimes they can create their own chances for themselves. That's what people need to understand. I think there are some super chats.
I don't see it right here. Oh, am I? I don't see it right here. Yeah. I'm not seeing anything right here. Are you saying something I'm not saying?
The guy saying hello.
Yeah, I just showed him. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I showed it. Alex Mogisa. That sounds like an African name. Shout out to you. So that was, and you were talking that time. So I didn't want to disrupt your flow of your contribution that time. So
okay.
When you look at this, this your friend. What's his name? Let me see. Do I have his slide? I don't trust him. Hey, fantastic celebration. But I do not trust him.
Everybody, see, if he comes and he tears it up, as you said, all of us will put our hands up and say, in fact, throw egg on my face. I want
exactly. But I don't trust him.
But that was what they were still saying. If you're now saying, oh, the striker, because everybody is saying, get a striker, prolific striker, a striker that fits us, that fits the build, that is prolific and can still do something. The only one out there is Ishak. And we all know
Newcastle ain't selling.
Yeah.
Newcastle ain't selling. So
we all know. So I think a striker, we need to sign. If we are going to do anything, let us be, very, very, let's be thorough.
Exactly.
We have to be thorough. So getting a striker is not about being half-baked. We have to be very, very thorough on who we get as a striker.
So, guys, please do us a favor. Shout out to you, 27 guys watching. We actually appreciate you for joining us and giving us your time. You could be doing anything with your time, but shout out to you guys for joining us. Do not forget, please, to like the video. Very, very important. Strike the like button. Just go there and like the video. If you're yet to subscribe, please make sure you subscribe to. Make sure you turn on your notification bell so that when we go live, you can get notifications and you can watch our pre-recorded content too. So, thank you very, very much to every one of you right here in the building. So let's talk about Reiss Nelson. According to reports this morning, our Fabrizio dropped the exclusive saying that Leicester City are in Liverpool talks with Arsenal they want to take him on loan with the obligation to buy. What do you think about the potential exit of Reiss Nelson?
Well, I would say he has been. For me, it's time. You understand?
Yeah.
It's time for him to move on. He has done his part to a very good extent. We expected more, would have loved more, as we all know, but
Sure.
football is football. So I think a Leicester move for him will be good because guaranteed starter and obligation to buy. If we can get a good obligation for 30 to 35 million, look, I will be so happy.
Yeah, but that's a stretch for Reiss Nelson. If you can get
of course, that's why I say if we can, it is a stretch. 25 is what I expect. Yeah, but I think it still comes down to for me, it comes down to the contract. You know, when people were complaining why Arteta gave Nketiah, Smith Rowe, Nelson, and some others a contract, we forgot that at a particular point in time, that was our level. You understand? And that time we just saw Reiss Nelson just finished having a Europa League, a Conference League final for Feyenoord against Roma. Then you now still look at this guy Nketiah. Nketiah was, when Lacazette wasn't available, was tearing it up. Then you saw Smith Rowe
was doing well because no. We are going to pause you, sir. Sir, your Valley General swing. What?
Was tearing it up.
Nah. Okay, what do you mean tearing it up? Well, this going hard tricks upon hard tricks. That's tearing it up. What do you mean was tearing it up? How?
Bro, you know why I say tearing it up. He scored 2 goals against Chelsea. That's tearing it up enough for me.
Okay, okay. I understand that. It's against Chelsea, those rascals. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll take that.
He scored against Chelsea, West Ham. Was doing well, as you said. Was doing well was the perfect one. So Arteta giving him that contract because we needed we needed these guys at that time. Going out there to go and buy and bring it, we knew that we wouldn't be able to get players to just want to come like that. And secondly, we had to make sure that what we had, we could cement. If they developed and turned out well, we wouldn't need to buy. And if they didn't turn out well, we could still have leverage to sell. So I think that's what Arteta and Edu did very well. So Reiss Nelson was going to be a free agent, either going to Brighton or AC Milan, but we're able to still convince him and was able to sign. So now, even if he's moving on, at least, even if we get an obligation for 25 million, I'm very happy he didn't leave on a free.
Pure profit. The academic product, pure profit. That's sensible. PSR, fantastic. So see, that's why when I look at this, very funny fans are shouting, "Oh, he's not good enough." Yes, he's not good enough, but you don't want him to live for free. You want to see make some profit on him.
Of course,
you can't be talking from both sides of the mouth. There is no team on earth, even Real Madrid or Barcelona, that has all their squad players fantastic. Let's the way people virtue signal now and push hyperboles. They act as if Barcelona, all their academic players are fantastic. No. It doesn't work that way. So for me, Reiss Nelson, it's not good enough for our level. I like how you put it. Our level right now, Reiss Nelson is not up to scratch for that level. So go to Leicester City. He will get game time at Leicester City. He will play regularly. He will do well. His confidence will increase. the spotlight on the beam light on at Leicester City is not as high as in comparison to Arsenal. So he can be doing his thing there.
Yeah.
So and he can resuscitate
Yeah.
his career at Leicester. So hopefully Arsenal and Leicester can reach an agreement and he can go and do his thing there, because staying back at Arsenal, he's not going to get game time. He's not going
Of course.
to add anything substantial to us. So I think it's time for him to move on. And hopefully they can seal a deal potentially and we can all move on. That's it. There's nothing we can do about Reiss Nelson. He needs to go and go and go. So let's talk about this guy, Jurgen Timber. Unfortunately, he had that ACL injury, right? We couldn't have the experience, the Timber experience last season. He's back. He's been training. We're seeing pictures. Arsenal's going to be playing tonight, right? Give me a moment. Just say, give me a moment. I'll be back. Continue talking. I'll be back.
Okay. For me, I think Timber, right, has turned it up this preseason, because there are some things we are hearing to know that the guy has been phenomenal in the preseason. And, I know everybody's excited for Calafiori, but I think this is the guy we should also be excited, because this is a new signing. You understand?
Basically.
Yeah,
basically.
The new signing. And like I've said, if no issues with his injury record, if he's as fit as I'm seeing and the intensity he still has it, bro, this is the guy I think people might, in my opinion, be sleeping on, because he's looking so good. And from preseason training, the noise I'm hearing from what people are saying, yes, he's doing very, very well. He's doing well. I'm so happy. And this is what we're talking about when we're talking about squad depth. Super quality.
Yeah. Now, you know what's funny about people, right? Especially the opposition rival fans. They like to move the goalpost. Manchester United fans, I'll deal with you later. They used to tell us, the mantra was, defense win your titles, defend win your titles. Now, Arsenal are stacking defenders. Oh, why Arsenal stacking defenders? Did you go and get a striker? Will you shut your lying ass mouth? So, when favor them, defense win titles. Now, when Arsenal is doing it, no,
it's not a priority.
How can striking be our priority? But look at the amount of goals we scored last season. We didn't lose the league because of goals. We did not lose. We have to put it out there. Arsenal did not lose the league because of goals. We lost the league to the clumsy loss to Aston Villa, the clumsy loss to Fulham. Those are the games.
Bro, people forget, right?
Yeah.
That's why when people were saying it's margins.
Yeah.
It's just margins. Unfortunate margins. How are you going to tell me, right? I know everybody can say, okay, with the context of, okay, we're smacking teams, that is what bumped our goal difference. I can understand, right?
Wait. So, if there is an argument, but when Man City does it, it's fine.
They are spectacular. No, because this is my own. The reason why I say is people need to understand context, right?
Yeah.
One, Manchester City beat with just 2 points.
Yeah.
You could bring those 2 points down to anything. You could bring it down to, we didn't score in this game, or we didn't defend well in this game. It happened in those moments. You understand? So in the first set, that was why Zinchenko, there were some funny errors he made. The game against Fulham, right? When at 2-1, why he was trying to do what he was doing that led to the corner.
Yeah.
We don't know. The game against Aston Villa is just, and funny enough, Aston Villa, it wasn't as if Zinchenko was horrible. It was just that beginning of the game, that one moment.
That clumsy moment that is in him. Yeah.
Yes, that was just what it was. Against Liverpool also, you remember when Salah just beat him once in that particular game.
So
that was it.
You can see my argument is solid when I said Calafiori is a solid addition, because those clumsy moments cost us. Some of you might argue back and forth, cost us the league. Let's be fair. Those clumsy moments, not that our defense is not solid, but we have a player there who is not as good as the rest of the three when they are key moments.
Yes.
So now it just rubbish the argument of saying that Calafiori was not an essential signing. No, he's an essential signing. It was not a priority signing. It's a priority signing based on the argument we just made right now. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. So people are trying to say, oh, it's all about goals. Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't score against West Ham. You can't score
Yeah.
every game. You
Sure.
understand? You can't score every game. You play those games where you won't score. When people are saying, oh, you bring on the Gyökeres, yes, a different kind of striker. In Ketia, I was supposed to be that different kind of striker. For me now, I ask myself the question, if Nketiah is sold, how do we work around it? Which that is something they will decide. You
Sure.
understand? Whatever they
Yeah.
decide to work with, I am very okay with. They can decide they want to get another winger so that Jesus will still be
Yeah.
a striker. I can understand. You understand me? But when you're bringing in players like Merino, Calafiori, you have Reiss, you have what's this
Party.
guy? Gabriel, Saliba, Partey, and White. You have one thing that we have been using as a key, which is set piece.
Sure.
So these are the little things that can also make the difference also. So I know people want to see, oh, the striker and all that. But if you're not going to be the Ishak, and that's why it's 2 points. So we could have used any game to say, okay, we lost because of a
Yeah.
defense, or we lost because of an attack. That's why I'm not putting it down to anything, because that is how you remember at the beginning of the season when we said, even if we don't win the league,
Yeah.
let the point difference not be it's
Be
by 1 point.
minute.
You're not going to,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm not be angry. I'm
because
not
it
going
can be
angry.
anything. You can use
Exactly.
any reality or any instance to say this is what caused it. So I think
Yeah.
sometimes for people when people want to push their agendas or opinions, they decide to use just what favors them and ignore,
Yeah.
you know, the other aspects.
That's why I want fans, even my subscribers. I want intelligent people who can look at things holistically and look at things objectively. Even when I say some things, they can
Yeah,
question what I'm saying objectively. I'm not here
yeah,
to pander to the club or to the fans, because these days used to have turned to pure hustle. People will say anything for hustling. I'm here to say what
yeah,
I believe solely in. Now I might make some mistakes,
yeah,
but whatever I say is what I actually believe. I actually believe the
yeah,
reason why we lost the league was partly of the clumsy defensive moments from Kivio and
yeah.
Zinchenko. That's what I believe,
Of course.
because he had a
Yeah,
solid defense. Look at the Man City game. Jesus kept on defending and defending at the Etihad because he had to protect
yeah,
Kivio. I mean, people won't watch that part of the game. But right now, we bring a solid defender. Everybody can do their individual things, and we can actually see the kind of confidence, touch wood, no injuries, I'm having going to the
yeah.
Etihad, the MTR this season. Oh Lord, watch out for that preview. The kind of arrogance. Oh
Go with the
Lord.
flow.
We'll see. Let me put some of the chats. I just saw a chat from someone. Dabby 2K, you guys are talking sense. Oh, thank you very much. Because sometimes we get a lot of insults. We get the accolades and we get insults. So if we got out of all the cups competition and
Yeah,
finish out the top four, then we can talk about it. Exactly. Shout out to I like people
yeah,
who apply the right context. Not just say, well, if Ateta doesn't,
yeah.
can we apply the right context? It's not black and white
No,
or
see,
true.
yeah. See, even when people are saying get out of all the cup competitions, right?
Yeah,
Like Darby is saying, Darby 2K.
yeah,
Yes, winning a cup. This is one thing people don't get. Winning a cup, right? I think we need to be honest with ourselves to say winning a cup sometimes it's not always straightforward. And let me tell you why, right? This like we're talking about the level of our squad. If
yeah,
we are talking about the level of our squad, we've seen Smith Rowe, we've seen Nelson, we've seen Nketiah. There's a
yeah,
reason as we've seen Tavares. There's a reason Arsenal are moving all these guys out. I don't know
exactly.
if you understand.
Yeah,
We are moving these guys out so that we can make sure that we have enough quality,
in the
right?
squad.
Like everybody is saying, yes, in the squad. We all liked the situation of okay, let us 2 seasons ago wanted to compete for get into the Champions League. That was the main aim. We started competing for the league. I remember people used to tell us Arteta always uses the same squad. Now, how was Arteta juggling that squad? Was by making sure that he could rotate players during the Carling Cup. When he was rotating players in the Carling Cup, we played Brighton. Now, Karl Hein was our goalkeeper, and he had a horrible outing that period, in that particular game. And coupled with the fact that we didn't take our chances enough in that Carling Cup game. And Brighton brought their full squad. How many teams would actually play Brighton in the EPL and not want to play with their full team?
Exactly.
You understand? Now, as opposed to Manchester United, their run to the final was the easiest. The hardest team they played was what do they call it? Was this guy? What's his name? Was Newcastle. I don't know if you understand.
The Carling Cup.
No,
the Carling Cup that time. When you won the Carling Cup, right?
Was Newcastle.
Okay.
So you now look at who did they play in the semi-finals? They played Nottingham Forest in the semi-final. This was a Nottingham Forest we beat 5-0 in the EPL. I don't know if you understand. So
I do.
Check the run of the job. Now everybody is looking. Last season, Man U and Chelsea, they got to Chelsea got to the semi-finals. Man U got to the final. Understand? Teams like Man U, when Man U are gaslighting Arsenal fans that they had a better season, understand the context. When Man U had a horrible season, right?
Yeah.
When we played Liverpool in the Carling Cup, we even rotated some of our players in that Carling Cup game. What killed Arsenal was the fact that we couldn't finish on the day and we missed too many chances. That first half, if we had scored, it should have been 3 or 4-0. Now, we are now looking and wondering how Man U got to that place. Man U were struggling in the league. Because Man U were struggling, they had to cut all their
eggs in that.
So it's different for us when you're in the Champions League and you're competing for the league. You don't have the liberty or the flexibility to say you're changing your squad or you're putting that much effort, especially when you don't have super quality players across board.
In your squad, exactly. Especially when the squad is not rich enough.
Yeah. So we could easily, because everybody is saying, we have to win the league. Look at how much effort we put in on the run to make sure that we finish 2 points behind Manchester City. I don't know if you understand. So even the Carling Cup, the FA Cup last season, while we're playing Liverpool, Man City were playing what they call these guys, Coventry. Come on. Sometimes people forget. You need the luck of the draw.
The luck of the draw. They don't put that's a context and having condition in good faith. That's what I want. I'm not going to have a low IQ, low intelligence, stupid banter argument when you are taking the context out of it. That's why I can say Arteta is trying to build a solid squad that can take on these 4 competitions this season. All the scrubs in our team, sell them, and bring in players that can stay fit and that can be available and play well. I remember when we played West Ham in the Carling Cup this past season. There was no party; he was injured, so we had to play Reiss and Jorginho.
No party. No was injured. Zinchenko made one error again. A ball that he misjudged. Those are the things that the little intangibles that have been going against us. Now we need to correct.
So when we have this conversation, let's just be very, very objective and sensible. And like you said, stop falling for the gaslighting of Chelsea fans on panels or Man U fans. They are just there to trigger you. There is no way you can tell me they had a better season, but they only sack their manager. Make it make sense. And Arteta that had a better season, nobody was trying to sack him. Okay, you had a better season, but you're not in the Champions League. Because the reward, one of the rewards of having a good season, one of the rewards of having a good season is being in the Champions League. So how can you have a better season than Arsenal and you're not in the Champions League? Make it make sense.
Of course.
We're not saying we should relegate
because the metric of the teams,
So we're saying relegate the importance of these trophies, but these trophies they are side dishes, they are entries, they are not the main course. The main course, and the bread and butter is the league. The bread and butter is the league. So see another lie. Wenger, 2 straight seasons, right? Won the FA Cup and was fourth. And Man U fans and Chelsea fans say, "Oh, that was poor." So 2024, Ten Hag comes 8th, right, and wins the FA Cup. They have a better season than us. Are you mad? wait.
Wenger won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Season.
Yeah.
And we're mocking us that it's only FA Cup we're winning.
And what's coming for too?
This.
Yeah. Man,
then
stop it.
Ten Hag was now saying he's the only manager that has made an impact since in the past 2 years since Trent. Since he came. I said, why didn't you say in the past 4 years?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say in the past 4 years since you came? Because you know that when you come and say all those things, you're talking about this thing when you've been beaten, battered, disgraced, and bruised.
Yeah, because it is how they move the goalposts, right? They are moving the goalposts as if we don't have sense. You used to insult Wenger for winning the FA Cup and coming 4th. Now we are going to praise Ten Hag for coming 8th and winning the FA Cup. What? Yeah. Nah, let's not do that.
No,
let's not do that.
Man U season. To show how Man U season was. Man U season was such that you're telling us, oh, you had a good season. You had a good season. You were in the Champions League group against Manchester United, Galatasaray, and Copenhagen, and you finished last in that group. So what does that tell us?
You considered the most goals. They considered the most goals. I mean, insane. See, Manchester United, they finished the league season with -1. The shamelessness of Manchester United fans, their pundits, their former players, McGoldrick and the rest. You finish the whole season with -1 goal difference.
Is that someone was telling Terry today? Because what happened was I heard Chelsea, they want to go and comedically go and sign another player. I don't know if you understand. So they want to sign a goalkeeper. So they were tearing Usam and Mo were tearing Chelsea to shreds. That they are busy signing needless players. So Terry was now also tearing them to shreds. One guy now asked Terry, said, but Terry, you spent 60 million on. He now said, but they spent 60 million and the guy won them 2 trophies. I said, my God.
No, I saw that clip. I was disgusted. When I tell people, because I've made a comment about Terry one time, one guy will say, "Oh, he has more subscribers than you. He has more viewership." Yeah, get the fuck out. Go suck his dick. Get the fuck out of my stream. That's not the point. If you want to do subscriber count, we can do that. That's about the intelligence. How can you spend? So, by that logic, right? No, look at how flawed that logic is. Okay, you spend 60 million on Casemiro, who has been poor, but you won the FA Cup and Carling Cup. So, what difference between if I said Malacia too, you spent 5 million on him, he won Carling Cup and FA Cup? Do you get the logic there?
Yeah, of course.
Both of them, their contributions were not tangible, so it doesn't make no sense. You brought in Casemiro of that ilk to actually push you to the next level, not to win you a Carling Cup and an FA Cup. Like,
it's not as if you've competed for the league for us to.
By that logic, Kolasinac was successful. He won the FA Cup. Kolasinac was successful. Socrates won the FA Cup.
He won it 2 times now.
He won it 2 times. You see, these people just say a lot of things just because they have people who suck their dick, people who will do anything to praise them. I'm not saying Terry is a bad guy, but that argument was stupid. That was silly and daft. That's a silly argument.
It was
Come
flawed.
on, man. That's flawed.
It was flawed. Everybody's saying trophies. Okay. The year you don't win the trophies.
Yeah.
Don't look at it. I win the league, man. You come second, and let's say it was a what are they calling? Maybe not even say a close call, but they were 10 to 11 points off. I'm not going to look at it and say, oh, because you people didn't add a trophy, you people were horrible. No, that's what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to. The league is the metric.
Sure.
Because that's the best. It's the major trophy.
I'll tell
twice that
I'm looking for someone that can argue with me, right? I'm ready to. I don't care whether I work in FIFA.
Yeah.
The league supersedes the Champions League. you can get luck. You see, for the Champions League, you can get luck of the draw, right? But when it comes to the league, we are all playing each other twice. No hiding place. There's no luck of the draw.
Anybody, yes.
No, you are not escaping. So that is the bread and butter. That's the metric for measuring success. Now, Champions League is good for bragging rights.
Yeah.
I want to win the Champions League. I'm not going to deceive myself, right? But don't tell me the Champions League supersedes the league.
Yeah.
Hell no. Because if you can get luck of the draw in the Champions League, you will win it. But the league, there is no luck of the draw.
Look at if we had the route of Dortmund, we're in that particular distance, what is that final?
Yeah. So we're about to round up. Let's answer this question from Damien Ayinka. Please, latest Arsenal news. Latest Arsenal news is Calafiori. Everything has been agreed, right? That's the latest. What do you think? Do you have any other news for them, Mr. Fossa?
Yeah, medicals.
This is the latest Arsenal news.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the latest Arsenal news. So
Reiss Nelson is
leaving.
Might be off to Leicester.
So
on loan to application to buy. In Ketia, I'm hearing he has a good deal with Marseille.
Personal terms, right?
Personal, yeah. And I'm also hearing what's this for this guy Smith Rowe. I don't know how long those people are using to prepare the second bid, but
they're preparing
definitely. It should definitely come. I think Kivio might be leaving to.
I know he will leave when it gets to August. The deals will speed up. When it gets to August, the deals will speed up. So,
of course,
I just think. Oh, I'm sorry. See, you're going to continue the stream. Let me reboot my system. Continue the stream. Continue.
No problem. Yeah.
I
think Darby said knockout football tournaments have an element of luck. Yeah, this is the reality of football. This knockout football, right? People don't get it. Don't get me wrong. It's not as if sometimes even you cannot be good and be superior against other teams. But sometimes you also have to look at it and think, Manchester City now, when they lost to Madrid, I don't know how Madrid does it, right? I don't think there's any tactic to how Ancelotti wins it with Madrid, apart from incredible moments from incredible players. I just feel they have moments of brilliance that they prepare for that night, that, they are Madrid. So there's a psychological superiority that they just have, that it doesn't matter. They will just have a moment of brilliance and they will take it. Now, you have to look at this past Champions League. Arsenal, Manchester City, Madrid, and Bayern, all in one particular pot. When I mean particular pot, or should I say particular bracket, that's how all of them were. So now, if you're now telling me that all these guys are in one particular bracket, it's unfortunate for whomever, let's say, apart from Madrid, Bayern could easily have gone to the other side. Maybe we would have gotten an Atletico, or would have gotten, I don't know, a PSG or a Dortmund. Those are also tough teams, but compared to Bayern. So it could have been any of those teams or any of those things, but we didn't get it. This is why I keep saying it. If this coming season now, in the Carling Cup, I see Arsenal saying, okay, we are playing Leyton Orient at the Emirates, I would love to see it, because it's a game that is almost always guaranteed for us to win and destroy our opponents. I would love for us in the latter stages to play easier teams. Don't get me wrong. I don't care if someone comes to tell me, but you people had the luck of the draw. I would take the luck of the draw. I don't want to play Manchester City. I don't want to play Man U. I don't want to play Chelsea. Not because I'm scared. I play you guys enough in the league I play you guys in the league enough as it is. I don't want to see you again. So I want to play other teams that I know I'm better than. That can give us a better chance of getting to the latter stages of the competition. Then we can also, okay, let's put in our big boys and actually make, the thing more competitive and destroy, the Chelseas or the Manchester Cities. But to say now that I want to come and start playing all these teams and having all these, I cannot. Man U, the reason why Man U, That's why Man U's case always annoys me sometimes when some of these people tell us they had a better season. How? You saw that competition we had with Manchester City, that run till the very end. They can't. They can't replicate it. It's not a matter of you never know. They cannot replicate it. Man U doesn't have what it takes to replicate it. So for me, I feel everybody should be patient. We are trying to get players sold so that the quality will come in. I remember Arteta said it before in his first interview, I think when they came back from preseason, when he said the aim is to make sure that the players that we have, when we change from our first team to our second team, we still have better players than the opposition, which the Calafiori signing is spectacular because you still have a Urian Timber, you still have a fit Tomiyasu. That is a proper, defense. Those guys are going to do so well. And you also have to move into midfield now. Mikel Merino. I know people would say that signing is underwhelming, but Mikel Merino, in my opinion, he's technically blessed. Physical, he has it all. So I think he will do well for us. My preference has always been Musiala, but I don't think Musiala is because he has 2 more years on his contract and doesn't want to sign. So I don't think Musiala right now is. But if we can get Merino, that makes it an easier way if we bring in Musiala for us. And that's just my, that's just my thought process. Now I'm saying we should keep Smith Rowe. Look, bro, welcome.
Yeah, the struggle. Thank you very much for holding forth. Everything just messed up. We'll continue to fly. Thank you for holding forth. Shout out to everybody that kept on, that stayed on. Shout out to everybody. We actually appreciate you. You're talking about Musiala and Smith Rowe and the rest.
Yeah.
Wait.
I don't think keeping Smith Rowe. I would love if there's a guarantee for Smith Rowe's fitness.
That is stretch. There's no guarantees.
To keep Smith Rowe.
That there's no guarantee.
Exactly.
That's a stretch. I think this is the best time to sell Smith Rowe while we can. He has 2 more years left on his contract, right? If you decide to keep him to the last year when he has all the power, then it becomes very dicey. Right now, we can actually extract at least 25 million, from Smith Rowe. So this is the best time to actually say buy and move him on. See, I like Smith Rowe, right? Unfortunately, your fitness is your power. No matter how skillful, how great you are, if you are not fit to exhibit those skill sets, you're useless. You're basically useless. So it's time we just have to just do what's good. See, all academic players cannot prosper here. We love our players, but we have to tell ourselves the truth. All our academic players will not prosper. It is what it is. That's life. It's time for us to just part ways and get the best money we can get and reinvest on players that can stay fit and give us games. So when we are linked to this Moreno, what did I check first? His appearance. He made 32 appearances in 38 games. That's not bad. I want players that can give us at least 34 games every season. Saliba gives us 38 games. What's his name? Gabriel Magalhaes gives us 38 games. Declan Rice can give us 38 games. We need players that can stay fit for duration so we can compete efficiently with Man City and wrestle the league title from them. That's what is missing now. Wrestling the league title from Man City is very imperative. And using sentimentality will not help us. My sentimental part wants us to keep Smith Rowe, but the part of me that is ruthless, I say, we need to win this league. It's telling me, take the money and let us run with it. Take the money and run with it. We can't continue to harbor players who cannot stay fit. Unfortunately, those depth touches, I will miss it, but guess what? Sometimes he has more depth touches in treatment room than on the pitch. So,
true.
So it's time to move on. So, lastly, let's talk about today's match. You are playing Bournemouth in the next few hours. Your thoughts about it?
I mean, it's preseason. I know I don't really. It's it's just it is. Just go there.
Mm.
So I know we'll ball because people need to know. But other than that, it's nothing serious.
Wait, what does this mean? After getting hair gel for Christmas, is this a joke or you're
Yeah,
trolling or
no.
you're being?
Arteta,
Guys, you're watching this video on the playback. Please, guys, like the video. Very, very imperative. And if you're a new subscriber, please make sure you turn on your notification bell. And if you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? I am Mr. Efusa. I've been here over an hour, getting this done, giving you quality content, giving you unbiased analysis. We are not here to actually pander to anybody.
yeah,
We hold the club responsible and we hold the fans responsible, and we try to be as objective as possible. And if you do not agree to what we're saying, you can challenge our thought processes. This is not a
yeah.
platform we cannot challenge. You can challenge us. If you have superior points, we are welcome to share them and we'll listen. I want to send you the link. Guess what? We will send you the link. So what are you think? What are your thoughts regarding this game today? Because I'm like, just on that friendly match. Just Timber. Let me go and see what Timber can do.
Yeah, it's a friendly. I think we'll play. The kids will be given a chance. Just to
Sure.
show themselves and their strut their stuff. That's just what it is. Then after that,
Yeah.
yeah, just enjoy it.
Are you watching out for
So
any
me, I'm
player?
enjoying. I'm just
Are you looking out to see any player that might impress you? Skelly, Onwaneri. Are you like, okay, what can I see? Is there
those,
any
those
player
are
you
the
think
ones
that will?
I'm looking at.
Okay,
Those are the ones I'm looking at. I don't, we can also open the door to other players that will do well. So
sure.
I want to see both goalkeepers. The Tommy Setford that we
Yeah.
signed, I would love to see him. So with that, we can just, enjoy. We enjoy the display. It's just to go there and display, let them get a feel for it, and that's it.
And run on their fitness, right, for the season. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's very, very imperative that we get prepared for the first game. Is in I think the first game against Wolves is in technically in 3 weeks and a half. So we have to start preparing for the first game. So guys, thank you for joining us for this stream. It's been an hour plus. Shout out to Mr. Efosa for joining me at short notice. And shout out to everybody that have been part of this stream. Thank you very, very much. One more time. You could have been doing anything with your time, but decided to join us in this stream. So thank you so much. So guys, please make sure you stick a like on the video to promote this channel and promote our content and share the video, please, if possible. Like the video, subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Mr. Efosa, your last words as we round up.
Chelsea.
Your devious smile. Your devious smile.
Those bombs are actually thinking
Don't sign Calafiori.
Chelsea.
Go to Cameroon and sign Kamala.
Of course,
Oh Lord.
they can sign him on FIFA. They should not worry.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to this season with so much arrogance. I am looking forward to I've been supporting Arsenal for a long time. But this is the first time I'm looking forward to a season with so much arrogance. That'd be 2K. How many times has Arteta won the EPL and UEFA champion in 5 years? What kind of question is this? Are you projecting how many times will he win it in 5 years, or what are you saying? Has won it. He hasn't won it. See, it goes back to what I say about these disingenuous naysayers, right? Arteta came to a shit show of a club. He's fixing things. It will take him a while. Pep did not come to a shit show of a Man City. He came into a Man City house, has won Premier League. Yeah, that was a foundation.
Aguero,
yeah.
Silva, company.
Yeah. See, sometimes when people ask that, it's a dumb question. Yeah, it's a dumb question. It's a very dumb question. Like, so, guys, join us I think I'll do a live tomorrow morning, a 30 minutes live tomorrow morning. So make sure you turn your notification bell so you can get notified when I run through the live tomorrow morning. Hopefully, there'll be some news for us to talk about, maybe potentially on that signing. So, guys, make sure you subscribe and like the videos and turn on your notification bell. So that'll be all for now from me, myself, and Mr. Defosa. Keep supporting Arsenal. You're an Arsenal fan. Don't worry. Don't let the opposition fans come to gaslight you about trophies. The trophies are on. See, the way they are provoked, they can tell that the trophies are on the way, and they'll be rolling into the cabinet droves by droves. So let's just wait. Let's just wait. Yeah? So guys, like the video one more time, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and we'll see you guys on the next one. And we are saying our au revoirs and byes for now. See you till next time. Bye.